Congressman Joe Walsh says the U.S. government is so afraid of offending the Islamic community, it's not doing its job protecting American citizens. That controversial Republican congressman offending a lot of people tonight. WGN's Dan Ponce live with our report on that. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Tom. Yeah, Joe Walsh wrapping up a town hall meeting here in Hoffman Estates just about 30 minutes ago. I spoke to him very briefly about those controversial remarks. This is from a town hall meeting last night in Elk Grove Village. Take a listen.
When you say Fort Hood, your government was so afraid of doing its job, so afraid of offending Islam, that right in front of our noses, we saw what was happening in Fort Hood. Because your government was politically correct, American style.
And many in Chicago's Muslim communities say that those comments were intended to make Americans fearful of Islam. Joe Walsh says that was not his intention, and at the same time he says he stands by the comments he made last night.
As a government and a people, we've been a bit too worried about being sensitive. This is a real threat. It's not just over there and it's here, and we've got to keep a lookout for it.
And yet some Muslim groups in the Chicago area have called your comments racist. How do you respond to them?
Oh, gosh, not at all. Most Muslims, just like most Christians, most everybody, most Muslims are wonderfully patriotic, loving, peaceful people. But there is a radical strain of Islam which is trying to hijack that religion, and we've seen from 9/11 on, we've seen attacks around the world, and we've seen attacks here, Fort Hood being one example, and we've seen a number of attacks that have been thwarted. So it's not a condemnation at all of the Muslim religion. It's a condemnation of radical Islam, a radical strain of Islam, which has tried to hijack that religion.
And tomorrow, the organization CAIR-Chicago will be holding a news conference. CAIR for Council on American Islamic Relations. They're going to be holding a news conference along with members of Chicago's Muslim community to specifically address the comments made by Joe Walsh. According to their press release, CAIR will be using the opportunity to promote a message of acceptance and equality. That news conference starts tomorrow morning at 10:30. Live in Hoffman Estates, Dan Ponce, WGN News.